Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. My name is Dominic and this is Twas on Nick, and welcome back to another episode of Ecosystems. So this is episode 3, and if you have watched the latest video in this series, then you might not feel at home. You won't really recognize anything. I mean, yeah, you probably will a little bit, but the thing is, we up until now we have been playing on the PS5, but now with this episode we are doing it on the PC, and the saves doesn't really, there's no cross saves between console and PC, so I had to rebuild everything. So I've changed quite a lot, and that's because it's very difficult to do things 100% identical when you work with terrain, because most of it is automatic, like where rocks are placed and so on. You do have a bit of control, but there is a lot of things that are automatic. So this is how it looks now. This area here used to be bigger, but I've shortened it down. I mean, not shortened it down, but I've made it a little bit smaller, a little bit tighter, and fitted in some other things. So the dinosaurs can now walk up here, so they can, traverse this this area much easier and go through the tunnels here. So they have more, paths to take. I feel like it's a little bit emptier, so I need to adjust that as well. But same thing here. This is how it looks like now, and they have some small paths here where they can run around if they're being chased. I don't know. We haven't placed any dinosaurs, but so I don't know how it's actually going to turn out. And this area is very similar to what we did before, and this one as well is what we did in the last episode. This area here used to be here actually, but I swapped it out here because what we used to have here was just old rocks, because we were thinking like, okay, we don't need that space, but I kind of like it anyway, so kind of want to use it. So this is how it looks now, and I do really like it. So this one is quite similar to what we did. Maybe the channels are a little bit different in terms of size, especially this one, but they are pretty similar. And then we have the cave here that we called the T-Rex cave, but to be honest, I have no idea if a T-Rex actually wants to live here. We have to just see, or figure out with time which dinosaur which is actually suited here. We do have some forest here. It is pretty dense though, so it's gonna be a little bit difficult to see the dinosaurs. So I'm gonna think about that when I build out this area, to decrease the intensity of the trees so that we actually can see a lot better, because this area is going to be the swamp area, and that's what we're going to do in this episode. But I just wanted to show you everything of what we've done, so you don't feel like lost or anything. And here is our crater. We're not fully done with it yet. We do have the waterfall and we do have the lake here, but we're going to add some more trees and stuff like that. And if I'm going to be honest with you, I have no idea how a swamp area actually looks like. But we're gonna start with, I like this one. Yeah, let's start with this one. We're gonna have it cover everywhere, almost everywhere. So we're just gonna put it out like this. And the reason why I actually switched to PC is because I have a lot of games that are on PC as well, and that's why. And it is a little bit smoother with the building part, like, building up the world, because of the frame rate. Because even though if I use a mouse and keyboard on the PS5, it still feels a little bit different. Because I think it's capped at around 60 FPS. So that's why. I started to think here, but yeah, I think this is a good start. And then we're gonna go for the swamp. We're gonna decrease the intensity because we don't want it as dense as that one. So we're just gonna draw it out here. Like so. Just gonna... Oh wait, I'm gonna do a line here so that I know where I want it to end, and then I'm just gonna click it like gentle, like so that we actually can see the dinosaurs as well while we're here. And a good way to test it as well is to just go into first person mode and just walk in and just gonna run. We are a little bit short though. But yeah, it's more open now, so we will be able to see the dinosaurs, especially here in the middle. which is actually cool. Oh, this location is pretty nice though. Oh wow. Now I'm gonna put out some shallow water. I'm gonna decrease it, and we're just gonna add it around it, like so. We can add a little bit more trees, to be honest. So we just do like so. Because we raised some. Alright, this is good. And it's gonna lead out here. Oh, wait. I forgot. Not in the water section. So let's do shallow water. I'm gonna go out here. And then we're gonna go for the deep water. So the deep water, I'm thinking more of a shape like so. It could be a little bit bigger, maybe. Like that. Yeah, that's cool. And then we can add more swamp, and like around this area here, we can increase the intensity this time. Like that. Just along the edges, like so. We're gonna like trap this area in, but it's still gonna be very visible when we see the dinos. So we put it here as well. Just like that. And then through here, we're gonna add shallow water. And we're gonna go to another lake. We just do it like so. So the deep water around here. So we're gonna have multiple deep waters, like here as well. And then we're just gonna connect it with a shallow water. Like that. And then we add, just add a swamp around it. We're gonna decrease the intensity this time. And we're just gonna do like so. So I do think this looks kinda alright. It's not perfect. I don't know if if a swamp actually looks like this. But maybe it does. And yeah, this is good. So what I'm thinking here, it looks a little bit empty. Well, I'm gonna clean it up a little bit. I feel it's a little bit too much of this. I don't know what you call these plants. Like so. And then we're gonna flatten it. And build it out like so. Cool. So we have that kind of area as well. And we're gonna add a little bit of deep water around it. Like that. And the only path up to this one is through here. And we have to add one at this from here as well, so they can walk down. And then we're gonna smooth it out like so. So it's easy for them to walk. Alright. This actually looks good. So what we can do now is that we add a swamp. And this time we increase the intensity. Because we're just gonna draw around it. Just around here so we can get a little bit of foliage. Like so. And then around here, we're not gonna have water up here. I mean, they have drinking water here anyway. So we're just gonna cover up like so. Actually looks nice. Yeah, I really do like this one. And what we're gonna have here, we're gonna have some green spots as well. I think it's important. I mean, like, not everything should be wet like this. So they should have some area like where they go in. But it can be like a bit random where it's wet or not. And let's put a big patch here. Especially here as well, like so. Yeah, I'm like talking now like I know what I'm actually doing. But what I'm doing now is just going by what I think will look good. This is not it's not perfect, but it's all right. It is all right. So let's see if we can mix it a little bit. Just decrease the intensity. So we mix it a little bit like so. Kind of blend it in. Yeah, that looks good actually. Maybe I should have covered this whole place with this green thing. Or not this green thing, it's grass. So maybe I should have covered it with this from the start. Because I kind of like how it blends in now. Rather than this. Because now this one just looks so soggy and feels like the dinosaur is gonna get trapped here. But hopefully not. Hopefully not. Yeah. So I think this is good. What we can do is to actually expand it a little bit. So maybe we can start with a grass now. We start with the grass up until here, like so, and then we can add a little bit of bog. Some areas, and then do march like so. Yeah, this is cool. And now we can add a little bit of wetland. I'm gonna increase the intensity this time. Just gonna draw it like so. We don't want it to be perfect. We're just gonna paint the ground with some rocks leading into it. Like that. See, I am actually quite happy with this area. We could have a little bit more of small lakes going around the area. Is this shallow? Yeah, it is. Maybe like so. Yeah, this is actually perfect. We have to see. But what I do want is to the Spinos to just swim around here. Or even the Sucos. But we'll see what happens. And what we can do now, we can use the woodland to just separate it a little bit. So into this area, you can have some wood going in here. Just small patches here and there. So it doesn't look, you know, completely open. Yeah, I like this. And same thing on this side here. Just gonna lead it in. It kind of looks more alive now, you know. They do have some sort of cover, but at the same time, we shouldn't cover the whole map. So what I was thinking while I was showing you guys around is that in this area here, instead of having this corner here with a lot of tall fruit, I can actually build a cave. Like huge cave going from here to here. Like these, there are the edges, and it's gonna be this deep. I think it can be quite cool, but it's just what I visualize now in my head. But I'm not gonna start it now because that is gonna take a lot of work, because we do have to put out stones manually for the roof, so that we can make it dark and nice. So we're gonna do it while we have dinosaurs out. So in the next episode, we are gonna release the dinos, and the plan for that is to actually start with herbivores for a while. We're not gonna start with the big ones, the big herbivores. We're gonna start with the smaller ones just to see how they adjust, and how well they breed and so on. And then we're gonna start off, you know, releasing the bigger herbivores, and then at the end we're gonna have the carnivores. And as I said, the world is gonna change And what you see now, it probably won't look like this through the whole series, but quite similar anyways. So I hope you enjoyed this one, and take care, guys, and I will see you in the next one. Bye.